All right. I know this is an awful place and an awful time to be streaming, but yeah, all right. We're on. After a couple of months, we're on. You're finally seeing my face on this channel. uh, Happy Thanksgiving. Not really much I can say. I'll just put it in the chat and then repost it every so often. Long stream coming up. Bunches of change in locations. I thought I misspelled Happy Thanksgiving. I genuinely thought I did. But today and tomorrow is a celebration of Black Friday, which isn't really a holiday, but it should be because it sounds so cool. And because, well, the U.S. government needs to honor Steely Dan in one way or another. I think it would be fine if we made it a national holiday. Speaking of Steely Dan, they need to come out with a new song right now. I know Walter Becker's dead. They need to come out with a new song right now called Cyber Monday. I think the Saturday Small Business Saturday, the Sundays insert title that you would like to hear here, and then the rest of it's other fancy stuff. I have no idea why people chose Black Friday. Probably some FDR stuff. Congratulations, we've officially made it 2 minutes into the stream. And we're probably going to begin with a long introduction. I'm going to wait to get into some before I start sharing it to some friends and others. I think we can get some traffic, though. Maybe I might have to edit the stream title and put Happy Thanksgiving. And if we're still at this tracking by the time I'm in with the first 23, yeah. So, if I can dig in my bag, I have a big bag and I brought a couple of things along because I might be showing off some stuff here when all is said and done. I'm watching my screen, I'm watching my screen to see if anything's happening. Ta-da! 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die by Robert Dimery. Don't ask me who Robert Dimery is. I really don't. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust my screen so you guys can see this. That's the cover. This is a used version that I got this Valentine's Day as a present. I really like this book. I don't like the selections, but I like the book. And I'm working on a playlist where you guys can listen to all 1,001 of these at once. So before I explain the guidelines, I'm going to take a quick break, maybe grab a snack or so. Folks, get a snack, get a drink, because we're going to be in here for a really long time. Don't block me. I'm on YouTube right now. He's doing something that's really long, but I like this. Hold on.
Nice. Didn't do anything, but it was nice, nice looking play.
Yeah.
Nice play by that end there too.
Yeah. I watched him for 4 years play quarterback for Boise State.
Yeah, he was good.
I was surprised he didn't get it. He wasn't good enough to get a job playing for a team as a quarterback. I mean, he's not a little guy. He's good size. We were trying to get it to 3 where they could field goal to tie the game. It was 2015.
Guess what? My screen right now is not being taken down. Yeah. I'll send it to you here in a few minutes. I'll see it. Oh, I could have sworn this thing was angled. Gosh. That's what happens when you just eat a lot of food. Now, I do remind you, I did not eat any turkey at all today. Thanks you very much. I did not eat anything other than ham, pasta. I'll typically eat pasta on Thanksgiving regularly, and my mother's famous dirt cake. I'll be getting some of that dirt cake before the night's through. Probably won't be till we're 3 hours in, which will come faster than you think, because this is, yes, really, the number 1001. Why they chose it? A, because it's one number above 1000, and B, because it just sounds cool. And there's other 1001 books out there. So, General Editor Robert Dimery. Alrighty. Released 2005. This is a first edition pressing. You can find these on Amazon for like 10, 15 bucks. I recommend getting as many editions as you can, because this thing changes and it changes and it changes and it changes. Oh, all the time. We got stuff in the 50s, stuff in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the noughties. It's the nutties? The naughties? Which is Britain's term for the 2000s. That's what I used to refer to the 2000s. Most people spit while they talk. I have spit in my mouth while I talk. Blah blah blah. Michael Lydon, founding editor of Rolling Stone. You know this is not credible if it was written by the founding editor of Rolling Stone. Oh, we'll be talking about Rolling Stone and the Rolling Stones a lot. Introduction. I did not know that Paul McCartney played vegetables, but that's pretty cool. I know he played a lot of instruments, but I didn't know he played the vegetable.
If you have that plan going in, if this doesn't work, you gotta try something. You know, if you got that plan, you just help carry it.
Soundtracks must have been done by main 75% ish same artist. First release, I'll tell you the key tracks. There'll be some track listings. And I'm 99% certain that you can buy all these albums on iTunes. Well, not all these albums, but all these songs in some form or another. Maybe not the version that the book's talking about, but here are our contributors. I'm not gonna read them all. So, like, pause the stream. I'll give you guys. I think that should be close enough of a view. I might type them in the chat. I might bring them up if I don't like a review. And I know there's some bad reviews in here. So, yeah. More. Once again, pause the stream. I think that should be good. I'm good. Crap. I'm gonna take the cover off because this jacket is terrible. I'm not really gonna show you many album covers, but I encourage you to look up, put some of these on your list. I'm gonna open up a Google Doc. Excuse me, and I'm gonna make the list of some of the stuff that I haven't heard of, or some of the stuff that I don't know exists. And the first album you must hear before you die is. I wish I had my snare drum here. Frank Sinatra and the Wee Small Hours. I gotta admit to you, I do not like Frank Sinatra that much. He's alright. He's got some gems. I don't like him that much, though, and I presume we'll see him a lot. I do love this, though. His first concept record. First real, like, big successful album that he recorded, and one of like 2 or 3 before he became a singles artist, and then eventually faded out, and then did electronic stuff. Yeah, he has some weird stuff in there. He has some, like, that last album, and like, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that album up because I want to see it. I'm not talking about the Liza Minnelli version. Is that how you pronounce that name? Trilogy, past, present, future. Yeah, I'm looking at this. The album, there's 3 albums in there: the past, the present, and the future. The album called The Future, oh, it sucks. Let's look at the titles. What Time Does the Next Miracle Leave? Which is a 11-minute song featuring a soprano solo by Diana Lee. World War None. Yes, really. The Future. I don't see any songs called The Past or The Present. More of the Future. More of the Future. And then the finale. This is so terrible. I'm looking. The past is great. Present is great. Future kind of sucks because any music that says the future, this music is from the future. This is so great and grandiose because it's from the future. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is like some experimental beatless pop that has no time signature. Like most songs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1, 2, or a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. And then most of that new stuff's like, it's like 15/8 or something. I don't know. I've never heard of 15/8 time signature. It's just like the other day I was watching something about a person doing a drum solo, EMC Productions, and he's like, at the meeting afterwards, because in competitions you get to go to a meeting afterwards and discuss. And the dude's like, and the guy who played Prim, because that's what the solo was, and the guy who played Prim, I couldn't hear the 11/8 groove, and I'm like, yeah. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The dude was counting it as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's like 13 beats, and because of some. So I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. That's how you should treat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. And 12. Can you do 12? 11, 12. I call them 11, 12 for counting purposes. You can play an instrument if you can count to 4. People laughing upstairs. Capitol Records. We're gonna be seeing a lot of Capitol on here. Voyle Gilmore. That's a great name. Is that a man or a woman? It's a man. Art direction, Tommy Steele. Heard of him. It's American. Most of these albums are American. I trust you. There wasn't a lot of foreign music in the late 50s. There was some in the early 50s, not the late 50s. It's a 50-minute album. This is 1955 we're talking about. Some of these capabilities could not yet be accomplished. Key tracks include Mood Indigo. Looks like, yeah, most of these are covers. There's like one original, and it's a co-write. What is this thing called? Love, and I'll Be Around. And somehow the original owner of this book circled the title track in the wee small hours of the morning. Yeah, I think this is something I could definitely listen to more. I think I'm familiar with some of the songs on here, though. I don't know if I've listened to it all the way. Well, what is the second album? Elvis Presley, self-titled, 1956. I've heard this. I've heard most of it. I don't listen to 50s albums. Like, I think there's one 50s album I've listened to, and this entire bunch. This is RCA Records. I want to get these first 23 done in the course of an hour to 90 minutes. I don't know if it's possible. I don't even know if we're going to get any traffic in that period of time. If we do, help me. Help me, people. Find it. Find it. Producer uncredited. How do you guys know the producer in the liner notes, but you don't know the art director? I'm gonna look this one up because they should know this. This was 2005. We had the internet. How does Elvis Presley have a Twitter page? Because he's supposed to be dead right now. Yeah, Stephen H. Scholes and Sam Phillips. Key tracks include Blue Sweat. No, not Blue Suede Shoes. I just saw that there. I'm Counting on You. Don't know that one, I don't think. I Got a Woman. Trying to Get You. Can't remember. Blue Moon. Did he record this Blue Moon? Oh, not Blue Moon of Kentucky. That's a Rodgers and Hart song. He recorded Blue Moon of Kentucky. Speaking of Blue Moon of Kentucky, our third album is Living Brothers, Tragic Songs of Life. I should disclose this to some of my fans, and I know some of you guys are going, oh, he's that rock guy, yeah, but I was a country fan for like several years. And you can kind of hear it in my accent, it's a kind of weird accent. I've been trying to change that, but hey, I got Southern DNA. Sadly, kind of. But Tragic Songs of Life is something I came across while, if you haven't seen it, Ken Burns did a wonderful documentary. He did a documentary on jazz, which I haven't seen, but I would love to see, and a documentary on country music, and I saw it. Then again, I wasn't born when he did the jazz record. All these albums are younger than me, or older than me, excuse me. So, the latest one was done in 2005, and I'm a couple years younger than that. I'm not going to reveal it here. No way, Jose. Capital producer Ken Nelson. It's 36 minutes. I think it's just them doing it. Is it guitar and mandolin? Guitar and banjo? I can't tell you, apart from bluegrass, banjo hasn't been in country for since the 40s. Banjo has been in jazz forever, though, which will surprise many of you, but banjo sounds good with jazz. I like banjo. I kind of forget that banjo exists, though, some of the time. Because it just sounds like banjo. What's a banjo? It sounds so weird. I want to look up a banjo tuning. I won't spend too much time. Key tracks: Kentucky, Alabama, and Katy Deer, Knoxville Girl. Knoxville Girl's semi-famous. Louis Prima, The Wildest. I know this through playlisting. I do. It's kind of goofy. But the stuff I've heard from it, like Just a Gigolo. That's like the... Gigolo is like... Gigolo is like the most fun word ever. Especially because of what it's about. I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, he's kind of the Italian piece. Some like I don't like the Italian knockoff music. Key tracks are Just a Gigolo and I Ain't Got Nobody, Oh Marie, Jump Jivin' Whale, and Buona Sera. I do know Night Train. Some of these songs we'll keep revisiting. I know you Rascal You as well. Fats Domino, This Is Fats. Don't even try looking for this one on iTunes. Won't be there. My biggest ambition is to keep the 10 Commandments. Fats Domino, 2002. Good one. I think you did a pretty good job with that, better than most other people. 27 minutes, US. It's Imperial Records and Dave Bartholomew. And it's just a good album. Like, Fats Domino is just good music. Whether you realize it or not, people. He just is. It's good. Key tracks are Blueberry Hill. It's fine. It's totally fine, but I don't like it all the time. I don't always. And look at that drum kit. Look at that drum kit right there. It's just literally a ride cymbal and the tom-tom and the bass drum and the snare drum. So it's a 4 on the floor because it's actually 4 on the floor. And the dude's wearing... It's common myth, but drumming in dress shoes, not the joyous of things that you could possibly do. Kinda hurts. I know if there's any drummers secretly watching me from like CIA or something, I think they'd know. Honey Child. I love Honey Child. Blue Monday's a great song, and So Long's okay too. The instrumental, The Fat Man's Hop, is on here though, because Fats Domino was known as Fat Man due to reasons. Was his hit in 1949. Yes, the first big rock and roll hit was in 1949. Older than In the Wee Small Hours, which was the first album in this book. Then the pages get smaller, so I'm not going to be reading off the key tracks. Duke Ellington at Newport. Live album, Columbia, Georgia Vakian, USA. Not going to spend that much time on here. Songs for Swingin' Lovers, Frank Sinatra, Capitol. Same Voyle Gilmore dude. Also heard this a little bit of USA, 45 minutes. Yeah, this is probably his best album out of the like 2 that I've listened to. Just because it's so kind of happy. There's some great jazz stuff on here. Do you know that Frank Sinatra was a very good pianist, as we will soon figure out? I'm going to breeze through these ones right here. Crickets. Chirping Crickets, 1957. That record's 26 minutes long. One of the greatest albums of the 50s. 26 minutes. Yeah, I'm not joking you. I'm not joshing you, as the kids say nowadays, which is appropriate for me because that's my middle name. Oh, by the way, none of these songs are 3 minutes. It's Brunswick Records. Sorry, just showing my inner music pleb. I don't know what that is. Chirping Crickets. Hold on. Now we're starting a contest of does this album deserve to be on this list? And I'm just gonna quickly go through my thoughts. In the Wee Small Hours, yeah. Elvis Presley self-titled, yeah. Louvin Brothers, though, I think you could go a lifetime without hearing that. It's kind of like next step. Same thing with Louis Prima. I think you could go your life without hearing a Louis Prima record. Fats Domino should be on there. Ellen, we shouldn't be including live albums. This should be studio albums. Like, for some reason, there's a Hives compilation on here. Songs for Swinging Lovers should be on here. Chirping Crickets. The Atomic Mr. Basie, if I count Basie. Roulette Records, Teddy Reed, USA, 40 minutes. Him Without a Band, which I can appreciate, but him without... I have a great Count Basie concert, which I wish I could link here. Is he still copyrighted or not? I don't think he's copyrighted. Is he copyrighted? I'm not going to go through the trouble to talk about that right now. We'll talk about copyright another day. Right? I'll just Google it. Is Count Basie copyrighted? I don't think he is, because the only source I got was from the freaking American Ballet Theater. Put me to sleep, people. Feed me. We're on our 10th album. Brilliant Corners, Thelonious Monk. Oh, I know Thelonious Monk. I know Thelonious Monk, and I like Thelonious Monk. Great name, too. Like, Thelonious Monk. Sonny Rollins. There we go. Sonny Rollins is here. Sonny Rollins, only my favorite saxophonist of all time. Sonny Rollins. I seriously recommend you just dig up some Sonny. Did I say Solly Rollins? It's Sonny Rollins. Sonny Rollins stuff. Because Sonny is just great. Sonny stuff you gotta hear. Brilliant Corners and Panonica. This is Riverside Records, Orrin News, and Paul Bacon, USA, 43 minutes. Here's one for the list. Palu by Sabu by Paulo Congo. Or Paulo Congo by Sabu. Am I stupid or what? I've done the playlist. I've put this one in there so many times, but I just like, what even is this? El Cumbanchero, Bilumba, Paulo Congo, Rhapsodia del Mar. Is this? Yeah, most of this is recorded in Spanish Harlem, so I assume he's kind of. It says Afro-Cuban jazz. Mm-hmm. I don't know it. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll have to do. Birth of the Cool Miles Davis. Yeah. Do I even have to say move, Yarrow, Venus de Milo, Budo, Boplicity? Do I even have to tell you how just great Miles Davis is as a trumpeter, as an artist with capital Pete Rigolo, 38 Minutes USA? Yeah. All I'm going to say right now, because I know we got some Miles Davis coming up. I know it. I just know it. I know we got Kind of Blue. I know we got Bitches Brew. It's coming. Also, while we're at it, David Bennett Piano has a chart, and he's talking about rock and roll becoming like a new jazz, sadly. Because, like, jazz starting then became much. Jazz becomes much, like, better in the 70s because of how experimental it becomes. Here's another one for the list. Mojitos, Kenya. There, I got one right for once. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. It's 7:30 right now. Roulette Jazz. So is Latin Jazz. There we go. Wild Jungle Kenya, Holiday Kenya, Holiday Blues, Amahita. 1010 Dio. I've heard of 1010 Dio. I say that all the time. In Minor Rama. Some of those titles are just like slapping. He was a saxophonist and trumpetist, which is very hard because they're like two different types of instruments. Two completely different types. This is number. Oh, skipping ahead. I don't want to skip ahead. Here's Little Richard from Specialty Records. Bumps Blackwell, Thad Rourke, USA. 28 minutes. 28 minutes that thing is. Totally should be on here. Totally. Tutti Frutti. Ready Teddy. Slipping and sliding. Long Tall Sally. Rip it up. Jenny Jenny. Jenny Jenny is a precursor to 8675309. Jenny. Can this dude spell Bo Diddley? He spells it Diddly when there's clearly a D there. Or an E there, excuse me. Hey, it's better than Bo Idley. Bo Idley. Bo Idley sounds kind of fun, though. Thankfully, there's nothing in there. Alright. Tito Puente and his Orchestra Dance Mania Volume 1. I know of Tito Puente. I know what he's talking. El Cacoyo, 3D Mambo, Hong Kong Mambo, Varsity Dragon, Estoy Siempre Junto, a T. I think I know of this guy. Let me just check. Is there anything? I'm gonna put this down on my list just so I can hear it. I don't even know if I need to keep a list. I'm gonna stop keeping a list. Kind of cliche and Billie Holiday. Columbia Records create Irving Townsend 40th 39 minutes. I think this is her Latin. I meant I didn't say Latin. I'm sorry, people. I'm dumb. Final. I don't know how I confused Latin. Final, maybe because the album's called Lady in Satin. Yeah, she was on heroin while doing this one. Not surprised. I'm a fool one you don't know what love is. I get along without you very well. You've changed. Glad to be unhappy. I'll be around. Yeah, I can totally see why they put this on here. Jack Elliott. Jack Takes the Floor. Rambling Jack Elliott. Topic Records. Never heard. Actually, I might have heard. Nice. Well, Takes the Floor. I kind of like what I'm seeing here. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I've heard a little bit of Jack Elliott stuff, including some of the stuff on Mule Skinner. And yes, nowadays this album is called Mule Skinner. But back then, Sarah Vaughan at Mr. Kelly's live, and Marchie Bob Chad USA 37 minutes. I can understand. Here's another hot take. Putting the whole 194-minute, aka 3 hours and 14 minutes and 10 seconds, Fitzgerald sings the Gershwin Songbook from Verve Records, Norman Grand and Bernard Buffet on Art USA. I almost said Bernard Buffet. It's Buffet. Where's the Buffett? It's like Jimmy Buffett. I always call that buffet the Buffett because words are how I think they are pronounced, not how the world pronounces them. Funny you might ask, children of the world. So, you're telling me that there couldn't been some weight loss on this album? This album could use a few pounds. Could take off a few pounds. I know of long box sets, but they don't have a record of Piano on them either. And this is one of her nine songbooks. Cole Porter, Rogers and Hart. I will agree it's the best of the songbook albums. I don't think you have to listen to all of this though. This album has some filler on it, and granted, everything here probably does. Still, I don't know. I really don't know. I will scream at one point. Ray Charles, The Genius of Ray Charles, Atlantic SVR, Erdogan, Marvin Israel, 38 minutes. I like it, but I don't like how the second side has the slower songs that don't need to be, that they're covers of songs that should be slow, like Come Rain or Come Shine. Does not need to be a slow song. Yeah. Miles Davis, Kinda Blue, only one of the greatest records ever made. Yeah. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Columbia, more Irving Townsend, Jay Maisel, 46 minutes. So What flamenco sketches. The album goes like this. So What, Freddie Freeloader, Blue and Green, all blues and flamenco sketches. This is how, there is not a single song on here longer than 5 minutes. This is how you do a longer than 5 minute song. Right. I'm just going to start talking. But, Miles Davis. It's Miles Davis. It's gonna be good. At least this era of Miles. Wait, when did Miles Davis die? Did he die? Long time ago. All I know. I don't think he's still alive. $1991. Picture him with long hair. It must have been the 70s. Here's a good quote for you from Miles Davis in 1962. I don't pay no attention to what critics say about me, the good or the bad. The toughest critic I got is myself, and I'm too vain to play anything I think is bad. Right on, dude. Right on. 2 more albums left in the decade, and I could talk about the last one for hours on end. Marty Robbins, The Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs. Yeah. This is me showing off my country stuff. Yeah, he has a gun on the cover, but still. Don Law, Howard Fritzen, 36 minutes. Then again, a gun was a good image for you in 1959. I despise honest labor. Big Iron, Strawberry Road. Oh, this is the one with El Paso. Yeah, I know this is the one with El Paso on it. I'm not a big. I like El Paso. I think Marty Robbins has better songs than El Paso. There's better country songs. There's better sad country songs, which this song isn't very sad. It really isn't all that sad. All right, let's finish it off strong with "Time Out" by Dave Brubeck Quartet. I might have to talk about this one for 10 minutes. This book's about to fall apart, anyways. All right, let's sit down and talk about Teo Macaro's production and Columbia Records in 38 minutes. Take 5. I need a minute. I'm just gonna go next door. I'm gonna get out my phone and I'm gonna listen to Take 5. And I'm gonna listen to Blue Ronda, Alex Herc, and Strange Meadow Lark. And I'm gonna tell all these anti-jazz fans out there in the world what they're missing out on. I want to have some. Listen to this, people. I don't care if I get flagged. See what I mean, people? You see what I mean? Get yourself some Dave Brubeck. Sit down, get a drink or something, and just listen to it. Let the record time out, play out. You see why I took 3 minutes out of this stream, and I'm gonna take out some more right now, just to tell you how great Time Out is. Time Out's awesome. Like seriously. Time Out is awesome. As I always say, just shut up and listen. You'll be glad afterwards. With that, I'm gonna take a break. All right, be back soon.
guys there.
All right. Quick second. Hot minute. Whatever you want to call it. Boom, boom, boom. Vámonos. Vámonos. Just kidding. I've been thinking a lot about what the word "vámonos" could culturally, symbolize, and I can talk about the word "vámonos," 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 "vámonos." I'm sorry, people. I had to take it. What are you guys' thoughts? Isn't anyone here, but all right. Dun, dun, dun. Spread the word out. This stream's gonna start to kick some gluteus max, as Rush would say. Roll the bones. Do I sit there and take it? Do I sit there and take the spill? Alright, I got it sent out to one person, and if he starts watching, like right now. Yeah, I know I'm being kind of quiet. Oh gosh, I went crazy right now. I got kind of quiet tonight, and I'm just drinking Fanta, comprehending the evening. I don't like to look at my screens on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, people. I'm so sorry. And I really didn't intend this just for 1001 Albums. Because from now on, as long as we make it through the 60s by the 5-hour mark, I really don't care. 4 hours. I'm setting it until midnight tonight. Midnight. You have until 12 o'clock to watch me rant and rave about how great and how terrible some of these albums from the 1960s are. I'm giving it until 12 o'clock, and we might do some of the 70s stuff past then. But 12 o'clock, we're doing it 8 to 12. Those are the only boundaries. We're going to be taking breaks at 9:30, maybe 8:30, every half hour to hour, basically, whenever I see fit. I won't do it during 2 hours and 37 seconds and 2 hours and 37 minutes and 17 seconds. I'm waiting for some people to start coming in and watching me. I hope I don't explode tonight. It is Thanksgiving. If you're here, congratulations, you found me. Share it, people. Yep, everything. I got it sent out to people. I think we're making good progress, even though we're only an hour and 10 in. They might take a few minutes. They're socializing upstairs. I'm downstairs. Once everybody leaves, we're gonna go over to the football camp, get some football in the mix. Probably 9:30ish. Not until the 2:35 mark, and we are wasting time. Also, I'm gonna call some stretch breaks. I'll call a stretch break right now. I can't do jumping jacks right now. I'm sorry. 1960s. Yeah. There's not a lot of good 50s albums, people. Try to persuade me. There is not. There's Time Out. There's Kinda Blue. There's Birth the Cool. There's The Wee Small Hours. Song for Swinging Lovers. Elvis Presley. This is Fats. Here's Little Richard. That's pretty much what I'd put. Maybe Chirping Crickets. Yeah, Chirping Crickets. That's what needs to be on here. We don't need some of the extra stuff. We could trim Tragic Songs of Life and The Wildest and some of that stuff. Joan Baez, self-titled. I have some thoughts about Joan Baez. I don't hate the woman. I kind of think she's a tad overrated. No, that's not a diss at her at all. It's just Silver Dagger, House of the Rising Sun, Wild with a Flower, John Riley, Mary Hamilton. None of these songs are originals. None of these credits say Baez. And I'm not surprised. No, nothing says Baez. I'm starting to get a little bit of a sore throat from this. Elvis is back. Oh. Now here's a good joke for you. Here's how I remember the treble clef staff. Elvis Goes Belly Dancing Fridays. Got a song about it called Elvis Goes Belly Dancing Fridays. Elvis Goes Belly Dancing on Fridays. It's a weird joke mocking Elvis, but let's face it. This is where Elvis starts to become so terrible that one cannot comprehend how terrible he is. Fever, dirty, dirty feeling. Such a night feels so right, like a baby. Reconsider, baby. You know you're coming from the army if the last two songs of your album are Like a Baby and Reconsider, baby. The whole album might as well be baby. Baby, 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 and baby. It opens with baby, it closes with baby. It doesn't really. Miriam Makeba, self-titled. This is some weird shit. Top tier weird stuff. I'm gonna click song, I'm home, like, well, the Naughty Little Flea, House of the Rising Sun. It's not all weird. Let's face it. Has anyone ever heard of Miriam Makeba? Other than you watching us right now? Sadly, yes. I'm not criticizing African music or African people. I'm criticizing this freaking album and how sincerely stupid it is. It's sincerely stupid. Alright, we need to get a move on. Let's just dash through these four. Date with the Everly Brothers, 1960. Do I want it to be here or not? Hey, it's self-produced. It's self-produced. And it did a good job. Let's face it. Who likes Kathy's Clown? Who likes Kathy's Clown? It's goofy, but who out there likes Kathy's Clown? I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying raise your hand if you do. Put a hand up in the chat, even though there's no one in the chat. Please do. Please do. Do. Back at the Chicken Shack, Jimmy Smith. Anybody heard of this one? Next. Muddy Waters at Newport. Ain't that some tea? You see some live albums on here. Once again, what purpose does a live album have? The only album from 1961 that's listed, and it's Sunday at the Village Vanguard. Bill Evans. Goodish album. Goodish. It, pardon the use of this improper word, gooder. It's gooder than some of stuff of its day. 1961 was a terrible year in music history, people. And whatever you can say will not convince me otherwise. Just saying. Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country Western Music. Bye Bye Love. You don't know me. Born to Lose. I Can't Stop Loving You. Heck, who knows who Don Gibson is other than me? If you guys know who Don Gibson is, good for you. Good. Good for you. Take a sip. This against my head. 80 minutes. This thing's officially one CD long. One CD. I don't know who will buy it. I don't know what it's worth, but on to disc 2 now, people. On to disc 2. I hear they're on overtime. I like sound in the overtime. We might have to take a big intermission and delay it to 12:30. Just so I can. Booker T and the MGs. Green onions, green onions, green onions, green onions. Ooh, a lot of good stuff. Green Onions is the one song you've heard in your life that you don't know you've heard the best song to. Can I take a gander? Can I take the gander? Can I take the gander? Can I take it? I think I can get away with playing Green Onions. This has been played at like every sports game since the 60s. Behave Yourself, Lonely Avenue. Some instrumental gems on here. Stuff. Alright, people. Mandatory. Do your homework. The Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs. Green Onions. Write it down. Green Onions. Stan Getz and Charlie Bird, Jazz Samba. Oh, we have someone that might be joining the chat soon that likes samba. Who I used to work with on another channel that was taken down. I shouldn't have told. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just gonna hack the chat here right now. Stan Getz and Charlie Bird. What even is jazz? Brazilian stuff. Brazilian stuff. Brazilian stuff. Stuff. They get taken down. Taken down. Taken down. We got someone, aka my playback. Yeah, watch that delay. Watch that delay. You copying me, clone? I'm just up. Right. Just up. And the problems are done. We should seriously pick up pace, but I think right now, Turdy album is. Not there yet. I didn't see it. I'm gonna finish out this dirt cake.
Yeah, they did. I thought I saw one right before it.
He was right on top of it, and he never turned his head and looked back. He's down to the 20. Now they're taking a chance on fumbling balls. I would stick the grand.
All right, 90 minutes. I made it. All right, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna go upstairs and get some stuff done. Hey, we made it to Jazz Samba. We made it into the 30s of albums.
Jesus Christ. back where they were. Or he got his ticket again. They call timeout. So they get the ticket again. That's hard. That's a first down. He was offside. Good. Got it. 4 plays to get a kickoff. You got good momentum.
Well, good thing Dallas is in the position they are. Good thing Dallas is in the position they are.
Everybody, although Philadelphia's won a lot of games today. They're ahead in the division.
Yeah, but everybody else is like under 500.
Thunder Rangers.
Oh, as it is alive, staying alive, staying alive. My computers staying alive, staying alive. All right, we're gonna get a new setup so I can watch football. Because our third game of the night's on. I think we got another game on tonight.
Yep.
All right.
Now it's already on.
They have yet to play to Anacreon in Heaven yet. I take it. Oh, I'm going to make a video about Two Anacreon in Heaven, which is the drinking song that the United States national anthem is based off of. It's hilarious. The story is there was a British pub song called Two Anacreon in Heaven, and it was purposely written in 1.5 octaves. And if you missed a note, you had to pay for the drinks. I find that kind of funny. A song about drinking is the United States national anthem. I also find it kind of funny that Danish people wear shoes made out of wood. Oh, yeah, they played Two Anacreon in Heaven. I think I'm safe going.
First down for Stefan, the 49. So they shift Diggs across the formation. What does that do? It actually gets Marshawn Lattimore as the corner left behind. So now you got Paulson and Debo, the rookie from Stanford, on Diggs. As from a matchup perspective, expect Marshawn Lattimore to be on Diggs all game. Nice job opening play to get Diggs on the other corner.
I hope I don't get flagged. I hope I don't get flagged. I hope I don't. Hope I don't. Hope I don't.
To the 45-yard line. So Josh Allen, the runner-up, the MVP. 7 years ago, he was a quarterback at Reedley Community College in California. Now he's the MVP runner-up last year. Good numbers this year, but Drew didn't feel like he's played his best football. Yeah, and as a young gunslinger, which is something, as he said, looking up to Brett Favre growing up, you kind of get in this world where man, you start.
All right.
Big plays down the field, you think that stuff just happens on the side.
All right, we got the football. Yeah, this is an antenna. They have the regular stuff, but stuff like that happens. Apparently, people have been watching my stream, and I just don't know about it.
First down mark, gain of 9.5 against this New Orleans defense. Cam Jordan, CTL's finest. David Oyemade, Lagos, Nigeria. Shaheem Tuttle, Midway Elementary. Carl Granderson, Grand High School. Kaden Ellis, Idaho. Mario Davis, Alexander. Boston Debo, Stanford. Malcolm Jenkins, The Ohio State. Marcus Williams, University of Utah. Marshawn Lattimore, The Ohio State. Good defense, but not getting takeaways lately. There's one in the last 3
Buffalo, New Orleans. I'm gonna do a raid right now. I gotta do a raid. Can I have a raid? 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 Can I have a 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 raid? Can I have a raid?
Short, efficient passing game and establishing a run game. They've done a nice job of that thus far. Can I take some credit for that?
Chip away the stone. Chip away the stone. Chip away the stone. Chip away the stone. Let's go get a raid. Let's go get a raid. Let's go get her. Let's go get her. Let's go. Do disable chat.
He wanted to see his team play some good fundamental football. Felt they were looking for the home run plays too often over the last couple of games.
How to enable chat on YouTube. Chip away from video. Did not know what blow your mind. The sun did not baby. My heart beats, baby.
Easily in motion, down trying to run. Good hurdle by Allen, so efficient. Leaping over folks. First and goal for Buffalo to the 7-yard line. His center, Mitch Morse, helped pave the way. Now, this is just a dimension that most offenses just don't have, because you don't have a guy that's as good an athlete as Josh Allen is such a run threat. This is really like an outside.
Well, if you guys are, I'm out. If you guys are doing that shit to me, I'm not taking that shit.
Stays behind his guard block, hurt his guy. You see that